We love our inversion table and we couldn't do without it.
I just really wanted to say thank you.
If you've ever had back pain, you want to go away. Having the Teeter inversion table absolutely changed my life.
I felt like someone's grandmother. I shouldn't be feeling like that in my 30s. When I got on the Teeter, I just felt such an intense amount of relief. It's been the best that my back has felt in a really long time.
Something so simple has been such a big change in my daily quality of life. I go out and rake leaves. I'll go pick up things. Unless you try it, you won't believe what I'm saying, but it is amazing.
I'm probably really boring because when anyone complains to me about their back, I say, well, have you tried a Teeter table? It helped me so much you have no idea.
When I come home from a hard day's work and I'm stressed, one of the first things I do, I get on my Teeter, I invert for a few minutes, and I just get that feeling where I just feel the stress of the day just kind of floating out of my body. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Happy Sunday, Happy New Year. Let me introduce you, she's kind of a big deal, carrying the mantle of her father proudly, the CEO of course, Hang-Ups. We proudly say we have Hang-Ups, we want you to have Hang-Ups. And Riley, this is Riley Teeter, everybody. By the way, can I cut right to the chase? You know that thing I like to read. Can I read my thing?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Dustin, give me the big old graphic, because I don't even believe it when I can say it. Not only our longest running fitness item of all time here at HSN, this is an FDA registered Class 1 medical device. It is not like any other inversion table on the planet. It is never, well, it's only one of the time been a Today's Special here at HSN. Never been a Today's Special here.
Never.
Never for this price. Do you have back pain? Do you have sciatica? Do you have spinal degenerative joint disease, arthritis? Hello, America. Spinal curvature due to tight muscles? Do you have muscle tension? This is the one that really gets me. Do you have herniated discs, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm? It is a registered Class 1 medical device. But the thing is, just like we were talking about Bissell, if you were watching us last hour, not all steam is created alike. If you have pain, if you have discomfort, if you want to improve your life, and basically what, less time than it takes to brush your teeth?
Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, let me reintroduce you to my friend Riley. Riley Teeter, of course, here carrying the mantle of her dad and doing him proud. But the thing is, as CEO, I know if people have seen other inversion tables, and the problem is not all inversion tables are created alike. This is the first time in history, even though your company has been around for over 4 decades, you've been here for actually getting closer to 3 decades now here at HSN.
25 this is our
years.
25th anniversary. That's why it's so inexpensive this time. That's why we're today's special, 25 years.
Well, and then of course the warranty.
Century.
So there are so many things that set you apart. If people just Google or search inversion table, not all inversion tables are created alike. We're going to talk about that. Here's that if purchased separately. Frankly, yes, it's important that you see that, but I gotta be honest, it's not even fair because there's no other inversion table like it in the world, Riley.
I know, we're the only ones that are UL safety certified and FDA registered for those 10 back pain conditions. And I do want to point out, that 5-year is an extended warranty. It comes with 5, so you're getting 10.
Yeah, which is better than my car. It's better than all the parts I got going on. All right, so let's just start with some of the basics. We can't assume that people have seen you or this amazing product.
Right.
By the way, it's funny because we sell, Andrew Lessman is our only vitamin company here at HSN. This is our only inversion table that we offer. And you know, there are other inversion tables, but we only want to offer the world's finest. So should we talk about what makes it different and the design features, or should we talk benefits?
Let's talk benefits first, and then roll into what makes this such a great offer and what makes this brand unique. So why this works. I mean, you just saw a list of 10 different back pain conditions, some of them significantly different, dealing with muscles and discs. And why can one product be so effective? Why are there so many 5-star reviews? I mean, if you go and search our brand, you're gonna go website to website to website and find 5-star reviews, 5-star reviews. It's almost perfect 5-star everywhere because it really does meet the promises that I'm gonna give to you now. It is going to go to the source of the ache.
The source of the pain.
It is going to relieve your pain in 4 different ways. The reason there's so many back pain conditions is because 1, it's going to stretch and relax muscles. It is going to realign the spine. Think about as you're moving into inversion and you're pulling that traction, you're holding one end of your body here, your gravity is pulling the rest of your body here, and it's straightening everything out. Like if you hold onto one end of a tangled necklace and you pull the other, it just straightens out. That is what's happening. And as you are stretching, each disc is being rejuvenated.
Yeah.
It actually, this is really, really important, what I'm about ready to tell you, because it's why using the Teeter is so effective. Your discs do not have a blood supply. Right? I'm actually gonna grab Spiny
you read
right
my mind.
here.
Say, let's show Boney Maroney.
I like your name better than mine.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see that discs make up a large portion of your spine. And these are, unlike most parts of your body, they do not have blood supply. There's not blood coming in and nourishing the cells of the disc. That means that if you have damage or injury or unhealthy discs, they don't rejuvenate quickly. They have to rely on the moments when the pressure's off them. Pressure's on, whether you're sitting, standing, as soon as your feet hit the ground out of bed, pressure's on the spine. You go to bed at night, you reduce some pressure, but the muscles and ligaments are still holding it in background compression. So when you go into inversion and you pull about 60% of your body weight, you get the pressure in the disc to at or near 0. These are like little sponges. Pressure's off, they absorb the nutrition that they need, and just like filling up a teacup, once it's filled up, you can stay on the inversion table longer. You only need to do it for 3 to 5 minutes. You come back up, you got happy, rejuvenated discs.
Absolutely.
Of course, the pressure's on them again, and you're moving through life again. And that's why frequency, jumping on a few times a day, especially if you have those back pain conditions that were listed, sciatica, herniated disc, you're really dealing with some serious damage here. That's when you want to be doing it frequently, a couple times a day, 3 to 5 minutes.
And by the way, you are getting, okay, think of it this way. You are, if you are in pain, if somebody you love is in pain, we gave a lot of great gifts for the Christmas season, but the gift of that freedom, temporary or not, is a priceless gift. And I always feel like you're watching this show for a reason. Things in life are guided. I know you've heard me and Adam Freeman and Colleen Lopez. She consistently made this her host pick for decades when Colleen was a regular show host here at HSN. Andrew Lessman, who I have the privilege, I've known Andrew for over 25 years. Andrew actually joined us on the air with Riley's dad, actually, you know, about 2 years ago. So at the end of the day, you can't put a price on that freedom, getting your movement back, getting your life back. And when you think about it, even a pill or a pharmaceutical is a temporary solution that's not going to the source of the discomfort. It's not going to the source of the pain.
Right.
So this is going to the source. It's working immediately. It takes you more time to microwave a baked potato than it does to get relief from that pain. And you know what? We're doing the best price in history. It's never been a Today's Special. We're gonna pay to send it to you, Riley and her team, because they are so dedicated to wanting to help you, empower you to live your best life. We're gonna give you an opportunity to get it on 5-pay flex pay. We're also gonna talk again about the unique engineering of this and the steel and the design and the UL listing. Remember, it's a class 1 medical device. You get a 30-day unconditional money back guarantee, and you get freedom from pain, and you get your life back. And one other thing, I know we're gonna get to some testimonials because we got a lot of ground to cover. This hour is gonna fly by. You're watching this show for a reason. Take a moment to call in and say hi.
Yes, please.
You really are our currency. I know it's something your dad always used to say, that, you know, you are our form of payment when you call in and share your story. So we want to hear from you. But should we do some testimony?
Well, I think it's more than that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's paying it forward to other people.
True. Good
Because,
point.
you know, that's why my dad was so passionate about this, is because it changed his life.
Yeah.
And it's like the good deed that he gave to the earth. I mean, he really, when my parents started this company, it was not easy. If anybody started a business, they know it is a lot of slug in your guts. My mom worked a couple jobs while my dad set this up. It was a feat of passion, honestly.
Labor of love.
Kept it, labor of love, that's what I was looking for. That got him through all the hurdles of doing this and really allowed him at 83 to be on TV with you guys and loving every second of it, because he really wanted to change people's lives like his life was changed. I know that sounds super dramatic, like when you say change lives, that seems really big, but when you go on to the website and you read the reviews, you're gonna be like, I get it now. Because when people are in pain and they're searching for that answer and they've spent hours going to appointments, I mean, the journey of figuring out why it hurts, how to deal with it, and it can be grueling. And when you find something that works, it is a life changer. It truly is. And that's why we're here on New Year's. This is the time to change your life. It's time to get yourself on a better path.
Let's get you on that better path, and let's do it for today and today only. There's only one more chance to do this. So again, broad strokes. You get immediate temporary pain relief. Immediate temporary pain relief. It takes longer, like I said, to microwave a baked potato or brew that cup of coffee than it does to get relief, 3 to 5 minutes. And the other thing that I want to be very clear on this, and we're gonna do a testimonial, and I'll have Riley give you a tour of the table, is you do not have to fully invert in order to get benefits. We put you in the driver's seat. There are design details on this that make it easier than ever before, more comfortable, more secure, safer, more stable, more secure than any other table in the market. Remember, it is a Class 1 medical device. Obviously, you can hear how passionate I am about it, and I really, really, really want you to try it. I do it because, and I really do say, I know kind of forcefully at this point, I know not only in my life, in so many people's lives that I come into contact here at HSN, that this is a game-changing, a life-changing moment. You're watching for a reason. We've got more testimonials I'd love for you to enjoy, and then we're going to talk about why this is the table to get at the best price in history.
I walk 18 holes of golf every Sunday. I was hurting all the time, and golf was a chore. I wasn't hitting the ball that well. I saw the Teeter commercial, and I saw one of the guys saying, you know, he inverts and gets out and he plays. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. After like 10 or 12 days, I was fully inverting, and I'm flexing on it, and I'm like, wow, you know. It's giving your spine a mini vacation because you're taking all that pressure off of it, letting it stretch out. It's given me a lot of motion back. My pain is reduced. My outlook is great. And I'm hitting the ball the best I've hit since I've been playing golf, you know, since I was 30. I'm jazzed. I'm just, you know. Every Saturday we take the grandkids for like 5 or 6 hours, and pretty much anything they want to do, I can keep up with them. And that's huge. I mean, that's quality of life. That's big stuff. You can't buy that. I mean, and that's what you want to do. Teeter helps me lead the physical life I want to live. I don't just endorse stuff unless it's made a big change in my life, and this is one of the things that's made a big change in my life.
Well, listen, when I keep saying you're watching for a reason, I spent about, well, my first table that I got from you guys was, oh man, it was closer to $400, I want to say. Yeah. And then, you know, I had it for decades, and then I got another one. It was, again, close to $400.
But you gave your other one away.
I did.
You didn't have to replace it. I think that's really important to say.
I didn't retire it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's talk about the table and what makes it so unique and different.
Right, well, this is our 560. It has absolutely all of the essentials that you need to get all of the benefits. I think the first and the most important thing that you understand is that the Teeter brand is the only one that is US designed and engineered. It is the only one that's UL safety certified and FDA registered for those 10 back pain conditions. So if you're looking to get the biggest results, we have built this table for that. It has a special decompression surface. Other tables, you know, we started this in 1981, family business, and when it grew in popularity, of course, here come the Me Too's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shipping straight over from overseas, and you can buy them online. Yep. But the thing is, they meet no safety standards, and they also do stupid things like gimmicks. They put, I mean, we were laughing about this earlier. They put foam on the bed, And I know that sounds like foam bed. Yes, makes sense. But imagine putting foam on the slide at the playground.
Right.
The kids would not slide. And the whole reason that inversion works is your body's got to slide and decompress and lengthen and get those joints to open up.
Right.
So they defeated the whole purpose. It's kind of crazy. But this bed also means that we can use accessories. So we have lumbar bridge. This is really important. This is completely unique to Teeter.
No, that's like the chiropractor's office where they look at your legs, right?
That is exactly what it is. So what this allows you to do is it stops your hips. Now, your hips are the base of your spine, and they're commonly misaligned from things like crossing your legs or having a wallet in one pocket,
Carrying
right?
a purse on one side.
Yes.
Yep. A baby on one hip.
We do a lot of silly things that throw our hips out of alignment, and then our spine consequently goes out of alignment all the way up because it's trying to keep your head square. So the first thing we want to do is realign the hips. So this is aligned this way, straight across. Your hips come up here, traction goes, and it aligns the hips. And then this increases the decompression in the spine. And look, I can make it less or more with just a click. And it really is a facilitator of the benefits. If you have lower back pain, if your problem spot is down here, you are gonna love this lumbar bridge. Now, the other thing that we have is our ErgoEmbrace ankle cups. These are a huge upgrade. And actually, before I get into them, I wanna show how easy it is. So I'm gonna back up and then go back to those. So this is really easy. From the moment you get it, the instructions are easy on how to put it together. We have an app that's gonna walk you through it. It's all 3D instruction tools are included. And then it's 1, 2, 3. Set your height. So this works from 4'8" to 6'6". And you just find your height. Here we go.
And you guys still make tables for the guys and who get paid to play ball for a living, right?
You know what? It's funny because anytime they post themselves in their personal gyms, we're like, where's the Teeter? Where's the Teeter? There's always one. In fact, famous wrestler, he's the top of our Facebook feed right now because we reposted his wrestler and awesome actor, my kid's favorite guy, you know, with the eyebrow. He's doing a big flex, and right in the back, Teeter. Because they understand. I mean, if you really are into fitness, you understand joints are the biggest factor, right? I mean, when you're looking at professional athletes, what typically is the thing that takes them out? It's a joint injury.
It's true.
Taking care of your joints is important to them. And
so tall, small, and y'all, so you can adjust that. I mean, basically.
Yes.
The other thing that's so nice about this too is, and remember, because you guys are a big deal because you hear if you look at celebrities, this is what celebrities and the guys who get paid to play ball, that they use.
Only one military uses because the military will, if there's a safety specification for a product, that product must have it to be put into the military. And our Teeter is the only inversion table with the UL safety certification.
So you can shop with confidence, and the reason I say that is it's kind of like Andrew Lessman. If Andrew will tell you, he makes vitamins for himself first, and then he makes vitamins for you. Teeter, same thing.
Yes.
They're a family making a family of products that started for them as a family, and that love and that passion and that devotion.
That is the truth.
So it's like the family is making this for you, but making it with engineering and skills that nobody else does. So tall, small, you all. So a comfortable grip around the ankles and feet too.
That is a big deal. I mean, people are always asking, well, are my ankles gonna be comfortable? We have special ErgoEmbrace ankles cups. And as you can see, they're soft and foamy on the inside, and then there's a hard outer core there. So that gives you comfort and security. And then they also have a unique way in which they wrap around, because as you can see, it's kind of on the top of my foot and the back of my ankle. Instead of like clamping at the ankle, it gives it a lot more comfort as you go into inversion. Now, because I set my height, half my body weight's on one side of the pivot point and half my body weight's on the other. So it's simply the weight displacement. You can do 2 arms, you can do little prayer hands just close to your body, or 1 arm and take it back. So weight goes headward, you go into inversion. Now, the greater the angle, the greater the stretch. However, there is a magic angle. At about this angle, a little bit more about the angle of the rear legs, the pressure in the spine gets to at or near zero. So you're getting benefits all through this range here, even at shallow degrees. You're already getting decompression, you're already opening up those joints, but the real magic happens when you work up to the angle of the rear legs. This is when each joint really opens up. Those discs that don't have a blood supply, that aren't getting fed their nutrition and rejuvenating and recovering throughout the day, they finally have the chance to recover. And that gets them to their full height capacity. That takes pressure off of nerve roots, and it just realigns the spine, stretches and relaxes the muscles. And within 3 to 5 minutes, no joke, 3 to 5 minutes, you get to come up, you feel rejuvenated, you feel like you have more energy. And I do want to show you something real quick, because this is it's really important you understand this, because people say, am I gonna get stuck upside down? I promise you, you will not.
You do not.
If your hands do not bring you up with your hands when they're at your side, simply bend your knees and all the way up, and then you can sit up. You don't have to do a sit up. You don't have to have abdominal strength. This is not something where it's scary. Or,
no,
you know,
you're always in control. We always say it's the quiet side of fitness. Listen, I'm never going to be able to do downward facing dog, but this is like a yoga on a table.
Yes.
Now, remember, let's talk about the UL listing though.
This is huge because, like I said, other products, they just import straight in. They don't meet any safety requirements. And so you have the UL testing, that's 1,200 pounds static load, that's 300 pounds cycling. And that has to go 30,000 times, right? So all these things are checked not only with the first representative table, but they come into the factory and they inspect it 4 times a year to make sure you're continuing to manufacture to those standards.
So talk about those big X's, because that's the hugs and kisses might be cute on the Valentine's card. I don't want no X landing on my head if I'm on somebody else's table.
For sure. I mean, you can see that dotted line over to the side that says safety requirement. That's what UL says is the minimum you must meet in order to be considered safe. And our table exceeded that. In fact, they stopped the testing for time. It went an additional 10,000 cycles. Beyond another 25% beyond, or 30, 130, whatever it is. Math isn't my strong point. It went longer. It was supposed to go 30. It went to 40, right? And the other ones failed at about 10%. They broke. Because they used the wrong steel. Ordinary steel is not the same steel we use. They use basic, cheap, ordinary steel. And what we have is heat-treated high carbon steel. And so it's 73% stronger and lasts 10 times longer. It does.
Okay, all I can tell you is this. Once you get this at home, you will be a believer. First of all, if you are channel surfing, welcome into the world of HSN. This is, I think, our finest hour. It's so funny. I know Suzanne said this last night, and even when Riley said this again on the air, I've known and worked with the family for over 25 years here at HSN. They're our longest running fitness item of all time. They are the quiet side of fitness. Every single table that I have personally sold with them, and like I said, I've known and worked with the family for over 25 years. Every table that I've ever sold with you has been more money. You know that, right?
Oh, I know.
Every table, okay? I've purchased, 2 tables. They never retire. I mean, I pay it forward. I, as a show host, as an employee of HSN, have never gotten the deal that you're getting today, ever. I have never been able to present an inversion table from Teeter, the epic, the gold standard. There is not even a close measurement or a close competitor in terms of what they do. I've spent more money on every table I've ever purchased. Every table I've ever presented here at HSN has been at least $100 to $200 more than you're spending today. And you get today, you get as long as supplies last. There's one more shot to get it. So make today that you change your life, and do it now, because we've got a 5 flex pay. We've got a 30-day unconditional money back guarantee. Now, I know we were hinting about the celebrities. Okay, do a little search. You know who I'm talking about. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, even famous authors. I mean, because it gives you, you know, it revitalizes you. If you've got a brain block, it's like invert, get, you know, jazzed up again.
It's true. But Colleen always used to say it was her beauty secret. It's like an instant
there's
facial.
another famous model that's come out and said that, and said, you know what, this is my secret. It's my, you know, it's so. Gets that glow.
If vanity prevails, listen, you want to stand tall as you get older? You know, people say, I'm shrinking. Well, that's a whole nother issue.
Good posture.
Good posture. But you know what? It's also doctors who love this. I mean, we should probably show them, huh?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves. There's less compression with the facet joints. And the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
By the way, that legacy of doctors that you see on that little videotape insert is like a legacy of some of the top doctors really
neurosurgeons,
in the world.
I mean, it's chiropractors, neurosurgeons, spinal surgeons. It's a long list of people that advocate for Teeter and for inversion because it does work. I mean, it's natural, it's non-invasive. As he said, nobody has to do anything to you. You just relax and let gravity do the work.
So let's do some broad strokes. Then we're going to kind of continue to dissect the table. So this is instant and it's long-term. Even taking a pharmaceutical or a pill, if you have struggled with pain management, you know that is not going to the source of the pain. This is going to the source of the pain to get that temporary relief. More you use it, because you're gonna have it at home, the better you're going to feel. Not only that, it is safer than any other table on the market. And it's the only one of its kind. It is the only one that has the UL listing. Not only that though, and again, remember it works in minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. Takes longer to, you put popcorn in the microwave. It takes more than 3 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, you are getting that instant and then, yes, temporary, but long-term relief. And then you do not have to fully invert in order to get the benefits. So Riley, as we look at this, I think what a lot of people have to understand, the hardest thing I always say to do is just to get people to trust us on this and get it at home, because once they do, then they become crusaders for you and this brand.
That is so true. I mean, if people are doubting what you're saying, they should go online and read the testimonials, because I was reading them before coming on air, and people were like, I can't believe how many shows I watched before I finally pulled the trigger. And all that time wasted being in discomfort when I could have had this product. I mean, that's my one regret is that I didn't get one sooner, right? I see that again and again, and I really encourage you, I know we're saying some pretty big stuff, and anytime anybody's marketing to us stories, in quotes like that, you're like, can that really be true? Don't believe us. Go read the reviews. They really, really, really are quite remarkable. People that have all sorts of different types of back pain conditions, or don't even have back pain conditions, they are just under enormous amounts of stress. They're sitting at a desk all day. You come off of work and you're just like feeling like tight, and your muscles are sore, and it's exhausting. And they get on the Teeter table, and the fact that they have something that they can go to and relax and release. In fact, one of my favorite testimonials, and I know you guys have seen her probably a few times today, is Teresa, because they interviewed her son.
I love that.
And Kevin, they interviewed his wife, and she talks about their kids. When you're in pain, when you're in discomfort, it's a family event. Right? It impacts you mentally, it impacts you physically. It really does run through your whole life and into your family's life.
So 2 things. Since you mentioned Teresa, I think it'd be nice to share that testimonial. And then we're also going to talk about the pivot centers of pain. And what I mean by that is you might think you're doing yourself a favor when you take a load off and you sit down, or even when you lay down in bed. And we're going to talk about a study that was done that you're saying, gosh, yeah, I got up on the wrong side of the bed. That's going to show you how this helps get to the source of your pain, that even laying in bed or putting your feet up, or if you sit at a computer, then you've really got some issues, or if you are more sedentary. But what is your pain costing you? Is your pain costing you your time, your energy, your benefit of life? I think it was Lincoln who said, you know, it's not the years in your life, it's the life in your years. So let's help you get your life back. And here's that testimonial that Riley was talking about, because if Teresa doesn't convince you that this is a gift for the whole family, then nothing else will. Take a look.
Unfortunately, my back pain became a part of normal everyday life. I have to get up and I have to go to work. I have to take care of my son.
Whenever I would ask her if we could go to the park or play a little bit of baseball, she'd always say, oh, my back hurts, I can't do it. It made me feel sad for her.
I felt like the oldest lady in the world, which is so unfair to my son, so unfair to me. When I first saw the product on TV, I said, that makes so much sense. It just has to work. The first time I just sat there like this is great. I knew this is what it was going to feel like. I was waiting for this. It releases the tension in my muscles to help me temporarily take that pain away by stretching myself the opposite ways that I don't normally stretch. And it's just wonderful. It does so much more than just provide back relief.
I think it's helping her. She's been helping out with my baseball team.
And now it's almost 8, 9 o'clock sometimes, and the time just flies by because me and my son are having so much fun. The Teeter was heaven sent for me. It promises you relief, and it definitely provides you with that relief.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I get emotional when I see those testimonials.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the pivot centers of pain, though. And people who are watching are saying, oh, well, I don't have any excuse because I work at a computer, or maybe I'm a sedentary, or you know what, I laid in bed yesterday. Yesterday was a pajama day for me. Talk a little bit about this study, Riley, just in case people haven't seen it before.
Okay, yes, this is really important. A number of volunteers permitted a pressure sensor to be surgically implanted in their lumbar. Can you believe that?
Wow.
They were trying to look at how different body positions impact back pain, because quite frankly, back pain's an epidemic right now. 80% of Americans will experience it at some point in their lives. So we all know that bending over, hard on your back. That's why they tell you lift with your knees.
Sure.
But this was kind of the shocker, is when you sit down, all that weight comes off the muscles and it dumps into your back. Now that was in good posture. Here you are if you're leaning over your computer or your smartphone, right? Even driving, I feel like with your hands forward on the steering wheel, you're never in perfect posture in your car. So here's the big deal. This is why using the Teeter is so effective. When you go to bed at night, they're still the equivalent of 25% standing body pressure because of the muscles and ligaments. So if you've picked up a misalignment in the day, or, you know, it's not gonna readily correct, but also those discs that are so hungry for the nutrition, they don't get it through blood supply, they get it through absorption, they are having to spend hours to get the nutrition that they need. Versus getting on the table and you go back, and the pressure gets to at or near zero in the disc, and it takes 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes of just stretching, breathing, relaxing, and the discs actually have that moment of recovery that they need. So think about that. If you have sciatica, herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, any of those 10 conditions that are really, you know, hurting, and you're struggling with that, imagine if you could do something for them a couple times a day. I mean, normally you're on your feet, you're sitting, you know, even if you laid down, you're really not getting those discs the nutrition that they need as quickly. So a couple recovery points during the day, jumping on the table, 3 to 5 minutes, what difference is that gonna make?
Absolutely. Hey, guys, if it's okay, I would love to, we'll do this this inversion study, but then I'd also like to talk about the F1, the class medical device graphic again. But Riley, no, this is one I haven't seen.
Yes, this is a brand new study that came out. There were thousands of participants that were headed for surgery of low back pain and sciatica patients. So this is really severe pain if you're headed in for surgery. And the group that inverted, 75% of them really, it was a improvement in their daily activities. Like they were so pain-free, or a reduction in pain, that they were able to resume daily activities.
Get their life back.
Is that crazy? Like you're lined up to be cut open, and then you know, something as simple as this.
It's so funny. In fact, and forgive me, and if you're watching, do you remember the fireman, the wife who called, and her husband was going to have surgery, and they thought, well, you know, listen, we're going to try this. And I'm not. Your doctor will give you the thumbs up on this, I will tell you, because doctors love it.
You should ask, though. You should always ask.
Because here's the thing, it is a registered Class 1 medical device, and that means, do you have back pain or sciatica? Do you have spinal degenerative joint disease, arthritis? Do you have spinal curvature due to tight muscles? Do you have muscle tension? Do you have herniated discs? Do you have degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm? And that goes, now that's the Class 1 medical device, but you know what isn't on that graphic is how you feel from the first time that you get on this. Not only does it give you a well-being awareness, like Colleen used to say, it's the best beauty secret in the planet, because you get like this instant, you know, almost like better than a facial. So beauty benefits, stand taller, be more flexible, be more limber, be more alert, sleep better, and do it. #1 table in America, #1 table, only table here at HSN for the lowest price in history. Only time is today's special. More details as we continue.
Celebrate the new year with a whole weekend of new on HSN. New looks and fashion from actress and designer Jacqueline Smith.
You're going to love this.
New jewelry from Absolute. Plus, all new workout essentials, including footwear from fitness expert Denise Austin.
Let's get fit for the new year.
For everything new, watch Into the New, January 7th and 8th on HSN.
Hi everybody, it's Denise Austin, and I've been helping millions of people stay in great shape for over 40 years. Helping women aspire to be healthy, active, and vital has always been a passion of mine. I am so excited to be part of the HSN family. You know why? I get to inspire you. We are going to get fit together.
Join fitness expert Denise Austin to live ever better, Thursday at midnight.
Because you are worth it.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm catching up with my amazing friend, Riley Teeter. If you haven't met her, CEO, brain trust behind the brand, of course, carrying the mantle of her father so proudly. And if you haven't heard, Teeter and the Inversion Table is our longest running fitness item of all time here at HSN. In those 25 years, and by the way, the family, it's a family business, that's also a rare thing in this day and age, where the family is making this one-of-a-kind medical, Class 1 medical device product for you. They have never, in 25 years of business here at HSN, they have never had a Today's Special. I've had the pleasure of knowing the family for over 25 years. Every table I have ever purchased has been anywhere from $150 to $200 more than you're spending today. Every table, and by the way, that was with my employee discount, every table that I've ever presented on the air here at HSN.
But you've given them away. And I love that you've bought them at that expensive, and then you've gifted them forward because
and then I paid them forward.
Yeah.
But I have never, ever stood here on this stage with Riley or with her dad and had a table, first of all, as a Today's Special, but an inversion table at a better price.
Well, it's our 25th anniversary.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
25 years on HSN, 42 years in business, but 25 years on HSN. And when you are gifted being the longest running fitness item on a network, that is something to celebrate. And we said, how can we do it? We should have had them, instead of the $249.99, we should have said it needs to be $250, 25.
Exactly, 25.
That's the big deal. That's why we did it. I mean, it's like, this is this to say thank you. I mean, this audience has really stuck with us. We've gone through different models. We've really been part of the HSN environment for so long, and we're so thankful. And so we came out with a special offer.
And this is something that you will be grateful for. So I'm gonna have, if you haven't seen the first part of this presentation, I know we just showed the Class 1 medical device. I'd love to read it one more time, just in case you are channel surfing. So not all inversion tables are created alike. This is an FDA registered Class 1 medical device for the best price in history. Do you have back pain? Do you have sciatica? Does someone in your life have arthritis, spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension, herniated discs, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm? Are you in pain? Is someone else in your life in pain? What is your pain costing you? And you have to understand, even if you're taking a pill or ibuprofen or whatever it is, that is not going to the source of the pain. In as little time as it takes to make popcorn in the microwave, 3 to 5 minutes, it is going to the source of the pain. In 3 to 5 minutes, from the very first time, you get that instant, temporary, and then long-term benefits. You do not have to be inverted fully in order to reap those benefits. If vanity only prevailed, if you're getting it, yes, for instant, temporary pain relief, but if you want to look better, if you want to stand taller, if you want to be more flexible, if you want to carry yourself through life differently. It's interesting because I was telling Riley, certainly I've had challenges like we all have in the last couple of years, but when my flexibility became compromised, that's when I noticed people were looking at me differently at the airport, and looking at me differently at the grocery store. When you're not flexible, when you're not giving your little joints back, there's that little cushion
You mean like
in your
when
disc.
you're walking stiff?
Right,
is that
when
what
you're
you mean?
walking
Yeah.
stiff, when you're carrying yourself, in an awkward position. Get your life, get your flexibility, get that bounce back in your step.
Feeling good is confidence in a way. Like there's a huge difference in a person when they feel good and when they feel bad. When you feel good, you have energy, you're saying yes more, and you're just engaged into life more. And when you're feeling bad, it's really hard to put yourself out there.
It is.
So I want to get into the aging spine, and then I want to get on again and show you guys how absolutely easy this is. I know we're giving you a lot of big things that this can do for you, and I want you to see how easy it is for you to accomplish it. Now, we've talked a lot about back pain, but it's not just about back pain. It's actually the whole thing about this is maintaining a healthy spine. It's so much more than back pain, and when you see how your body progresses as you age and how much of the height loss is in the discs. So we have all these discs running up and down our spine, and as you get older, they permanently lose moisture, they get thinner, you lose flexibility, mobility, the ability to be active. And that's really what we're doing. I really want people to understand, because we spend so much time talking about pain. That's when it's gone to the point of true discomfort. But honestly, your back all along, I mean, even today, it's just like brushing your teeth. Honestly, starting to invert when you have back pain is like starting to brush your teeth when you already have cavities, right? It's gonna help, but you know what? It would have been a heck of a lot better if you would have started sooner, right? So by inverting, you are maintaining the health of your spine. That's why we were talking about why athletes and professionals that use their bodies as part of their jobs, whether they're singer dancers or they're Olympic athletes or pro sports athletes, they understand the importance of joints, and most of them have a Teeter inversion table. And what you're doing when you're inverting is you're pulling traction on the spine. Each one of these discs, here they are, all the flexibility, all the mobility, they're providing that, and also providing the space for the nerve roots to exit, because this is Grand Central Station right here of your body, right? Brain's here, spinal cord's here, every single direction that comes through these nerves, right? So when they get pinched, it not only hurts, but it compromises your overall function. So by inverting, you are simply helping your body help itself. You are stretching. All these discs are getting to their full height capacity. They're constantly getting washed in the nutrition and the fluid that they need. And as you age, as you move, they're healthier, right? They're less prone to degeneration, to thinning out, to you losing height. And that's why we showed you the aging spine, is to show you don't have to be that victim of gravity. Just like you start putting cream on when you're young so that you age more gracefully, you can start doing things for your spine so that it ages more gracefully.
Absolutely, and remember, from the very first use, 3 to 5 minutes, you do not have to invert completely in order to reap the benefits. So we're gonna share another videotape testimonial with you, and then because I want Riley to help give you a tour of the table again, because not all tables are created alike. Not only is this an FDA registered Class 1 medical device, it is UL listed. By the way, that is the only table in the world that is UL listed. It not only met, but exceeded those safety standards, whereas every other table broke. Theirs exceeded the expectations and the standards, and then I think Roger even still inverted on the table that they had, that they had tested on. But take a listen to what Nancy has to say, and then we're going to show you just kind of case by case and point by point why this is a table you need now.
My back started to really bother me. I don't want to go through life being less and less of myself. I want to be able to do everything and anything that I want to do. The first time that I laid on the teeter, I got on there, locked my ankles in, laid back, and it was just a relief. I knew it was going to work for me. It's beautifully engineered. It doesn't take up very much space in your house. It's very easy to schedule it into your life. You lay down, you relax, you can meditate for a few minutes, you get off, and you're a new person. The biggest difference the teeter table has made in my life is that I have physical freedom. I'm probably really boring because when anyone complains to me about their back, I say, well, have you tried a teeter table? It helped me so much you have no idea.
It's funny, I was just talking to Riley about how I love to be here at night, and it's the rare thing that I'm here during the day, and if there's anything that can energize me during what is my normal sleeping period, crypt keeper that I am, it's being on the air with really one of my favorite people and one of my favorite brands. And if you are channel surfing, I don't say it lightly when I say everything in life is guided, and you are watching the show for a reason. What was your New Year's resolution? Even if you didn't make New Year's resolutions, Riley, you had a great statement that I'd love for you to share as we go through details. So if you don't take time for...
If you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness.
Well, and I think that's well said, because there's a reason that you're watching right now. And you know what's so interesting? It takes a moment for people to process. I get emotional. I'm gonna get emotional about this table. I'm serious. It's like, oh, she's getting all teary. Because I know what pain can cost you. I know what pain can cost you. Try it. Try it. You get a 30-day unconditional money back. See, because I know how this table moves people. I get kind of teary-eyed about it, because I just think the testimonials that we have taken. I mean, honest to goodness.
Call-ins,
honestly, I'm thinking of the woman, her husband was a fireman, and she was talking, he was gonna have surgery, and how it was a gift for their whole family. We've talked to women and men in their 80s saying, I couldn't chase my grandkids, I couldn't move around the house. Take a moment to read those testimonials, because I can promise, if that's not you, it will be once you read those. Let's talk about some of the features that make this so different, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the number one being that this is UL safety certified. It is FDA registered for those 10 different types of back conditions. This has absolutely all of the essential features that you need. It has the decompressive surface bed. It has the acupressure nodes that fit in. You can move them all throughout the bed wherever you have a tight muscle. You have the lumbar bridge, which is gonna square your hips and help decompress your lower lumbar. You're getting the wraparound ankle supports. It folds up for storage. I mean, this is just a very, very easy product to use. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is what I think you're really getting. We can go through all the features, but what you're really getting is an in-home solution that's natural and non-invasive. You're in control. When you hurt, you get on it. If you want to maintain, if you just want, I mean, I hear from tons of people that are like, I keep it in my garage and I just get on it when I've tweaked my back, or I'm having a bad back day, or I'm feeling, a bit sluggish. And then I hear from other people that are like, I I am disciplined on this. Like it's my nightly routine every night before bed or every morning. You know, it's something where they are really invested in improving the health of their spine.
It's true.
You know?
But you know what? That's why I do get emotional about this, because I think of my mom. My mom is in pain on a daily basis. You know, I think about how my life has changed and, you know, the over 25 years that I've known Riley and her dad and the whole family. And part of the reason I get so teary-eyed is that can be you. I mean, I'm on this side of the camera and I can tell you firsthand experience, every show host that I know of, Andrew Lessman, guests behind the scenes, I know within our HSN family what this has done. I want to know what it's going to do for you and your family, and that's why I get teary-eyed about it. Just
Andrew Lessman doesn't even do it for back pain.
He doesn't.
I mean, he does it for the preventative and the health and the meditation. Like, he likes to just sit and relax on it, breathe. I mean, there's so many benefits. Stress relief is, you know, it really is.
It's a game changer.
I don't have back pain. I've never had back pain. I use it every night before bed because I have stress. Like so many people, I have a job, I have kids, you know, it's everything. From beginning of day to end of day, I am running. And this is the last thing I do. It's in my bedroom.
It's true.
And I will get on in my jammies and decompress. And it only 2 minutes, really, to stretch. I will do all these little stretches. I will get my neck to pop. I mean, I am like, relax, take a few deep breaths, get up, and I swear the difference of going to bed after you've stretched out and inverted is completely different.
Immediate.
I mean, you are like jello getting into bed, feeling relaxed, you're like, okay, it's bedtime, you know, versus you getting into bed and you're like, what do I gotta do tomorrow? Okay, it's like, you know.
But see, it checks every box. I'm just gonna do like my own little highlight reel, and forgive me for doing this, but not only does this bed have flexibility to it, the reason there's not memory foam on it, because that's a gimmick, you want that kind of flexibility and you want those discs to get nice and healthy. I mean, you want them to get,
you wanna get the decompression.
You wanna get that decompression.
This body slide.
We don't talk a lot about these great little pressure nodes. These are a godsend. If you've got that knot in your shoulder, that knot in your back, that knot in that, you know, lower lumbar area. Speaking of that lumbar area, the only bed in the world, I'm saying that correctly, with that lumbar bridge. Indeed. That lumbar bridge that actually helps, you know, when you go to the chiropractor and they look to see, you know, which leg is, you know, a little bit longer. What's really happening is your body has shifted and changed, you know, how it's carrying its weight.
The hips are twisted.
The hips are twisted. So that actually helps align, you know, that area like you would have in the chiropractor's office. And then I love you, your natural body weight, you know, to come on up or even bend your knees a little bit. You're never out of control. The nice kind of soft grips around the ankles. Every single element of this has been thought of and designed by this family, a one-of-a-kind, world-class medical device, best price on the planet, lowest price anywhere. You get it at home today for the lowest price and the only time it's ever been as a today's special, and you get relief from the very first time you get on it. If you don't, there's an unconditional money-back guarantee. There's another 5-year warranty on top of the 5-year warranty.
It's a huge deal.
So
$49 value.
So that's like a $50 inclusion for the lowest price in history. And you get the 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And you know what? If you aren't moved to make that phone call, because the thing is, whether you've seen Riley or her dad or me or Colleen or any of the hosts of us who are so passionate about this brand and this company and what it's going to do for you, then don't even take our word for it. Go to hsn.com. Go to, you know, the Teeter website. Read some of those reviews. Maybe even see, you know, do a little search. What celebrities use, you know, the Teeter inversion table. And remember, it's gotta be a Teeter. It's gotta be a Teeter, because not all inversion tables are created alike. Go to hsn.com, place that order immediately. We are getting very, very busy. It takes a while for people to kind of process the information. But Riley, how many times did I work with you or your dad? And every single time a caller would call, one of the first things that I would always ask is, how many shows did you watch before you got it? And then I'd follow up with, don't you wish you did it sooner? And that's one of the things you hear a lot, isn't it?
You really do. I mean, I get it. This is intimidating, right? I mean, you're seeing people go upside down and you're like, okay, seriously, you're telling me that if I flip upside down for 3 to 5 minutes, It's gonna help with sciatica, herniated disc, spinal degenerative disc disease. I mean, this list, it almost seems too good to be true. And that's why we push you to go read those reviews, because I understand why you wouldn't believe us. I mean, we're pitching, but it's true. You know, this is a family business. This was started because of the difference it made in my dad's life, and we've gotten out here and really, you know, made it a mission.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really all we do for the past 42 years. You should see our lobby is like 40 years of inversion tables. Like the first one was a nylon bed, and everything is about making it better for you, for improving the experience.
I just recently got rid of the nylon bed.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Did you give it away though?
I did.
Yeah, see, you didn't throw it in the garbage because they are built to last forever.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and again, better warranty than I've ever gotten with a car. I mean, 10-year warranty. The price. I mean, this is really history in the making for us here at HSN. We're gonna do what I like to call the little highlight reel. We'll give you the bullet points in case you're channel surfing, but we've got time for one more testimonial that we'd like for you to take a listen to. And here is Mark to see what he has to say.
When I was in back pain, I felt like an old man. Simple everyday things that we just take for granted, I couldn't do. The Teeter inversion table just lets your body and gravity take you to where you're supposed to be. All it is, it's you, a table, and gravity. I mean, come on, it's an easy recipe here. It's a no-brainer. I use it every single day. I went to my 40th high school reunion, and I went in, I said, my gosh, look at all these old people here. And I've never looked backwards ever since. All of a sudden, the old Mark is back again.
The old Mark is back.
I know.
I like that.
I know. Isn't that great?
It's true.
I think that's really what this is all about. Is
for sure.
Coming back. Like it's amazing how much pain presses down on you and changes you, and when that is relieved, like, and that's what's so fun about this. Is those testimonials, like, I am back, and Bob, I'm hitting the golf ball better, and I mean all these things where, you know, I think we tend to be a nation where it says, well, we're getting older and this is how things go.
Well, and I'm not even going to be mean about this or weird, but there are a lot of things that people do to help manage their pain.
Right.
And not all of them are natural. And
not all of them are helpful.
And by the way, they're temporary too.
Right.
And so we're talking about a natural way to